Welcome to another video, and today we're reacting to food. The full series with Chef Jonathan Lonathan. A YTP on the channel called The Things. So as you can see, I already started it before, but we're gonna start it over. Food with Chef Jonathan Lonathan is a compilation of a YTP series by The Things spanning 2020 to 2023. It's sometimes called the Food series or the Jonathan Lonathan series, one of which is a remake of a 2012 YTP, which is again the series history is a little bit complicated, but that's not really important. Not really important? Whatever. Each entry is represented with some small audio-visual enhancements, a couple of new jokes, some restructured fit this first part. Source footage is 4:3 aspect ratio. This is 4:3, and other modifications from the originals, mostly used basic. You get this. The following contains flashing images, sword faces, strong censored visuals. I may have said in the visuals with scrophobia. Blades are good. And shown close to untouching hands. Dark humor. Just jokes centered around death, injury, inappropriate relationships, and infant abuse. Oh, hold up. Let me just. Alright, there we go. Drug references, horror elements, suggestive humor, close-ups of raw meat. Rose humor such as jokes about urine and waste and visuals of spitting and vomiting. Upside sounds such as stereo low audio with buzzing, popping, and mic clipping. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm sure no one who watched this took the time to read it. This video it was apparently intended to provide any advice or instruction on cooking, nutrition, or kitchen safety. Just the facts and kitchen met. After rewards of visualizing and learning zone express, and this is a parody product. And this parody is related on the United States copyright law and the fair use and accession. Section 504 or C2 17 of the U.S. Cut. Prologue.
The only ingredients.
Oh, I was talking about what he was talking. Let's try to. I'll just say prologue. Yeah. Prologue.
The only ingredients: gluten, yeast, salt, water, salt water, lukewarm water, Jonathan warm water, baking powder, baking soda, baking water, molasses, vanilla, nutmeg, cinnamon, sugar, powdered sugar, brown water, dark chocolate chips,
Brown water.
Milk, eggs,
I heard him say brown water.
Molasses, vanilla, nutmeg, cinnamon, sugar, powdered sugar, brown water, dark chocolate chips, buttermilk, eggs, rolled oats, oil and vinegar again.
Now before we do this, let me just full screen. There we go.
Oil and vinegar, vegetable oil, olive oil, canola oil, the egg, cheese, olives, cucumbers, tomatoes, raw onions, real olives, parsley. Thyme, flour, not always chips, toast, soda, bad olives,
again.
cucumbers, tomatoes, raw onions, real olives, parsley. Thyme, flour, not always chips, toast, soda, batter, food, the magic ingredient, carbon dioxide, a sponge, a living plant, cubes, emotion, skillet, a sharp knife, rust, a good wrist, your fingers, your local dentist, a family of 4 not-so-hungry people, and syrup on the side. Or waste product, if you want a really kinky muffin.
Book 1: Food's Biggest Secrets Were Revealed with Chef Jonathan Lonathan. Lesson 1: How to Food. So
And there you go. The typical French bread.
Section 2. Hold up. Uncooked food sized.
Baking, by and large, is not baking. I know you've seen chefs on television call French bread French bread. Yeast. And as we go, we'll talk about some of the characteristics that are common to all cartoons. You can either mix the yeast directly, or you can mix the yeast indirectly, or you can simply go and the carbon dioxide gets trapped inside, fill in the blank. And I mix the yeast.
What are you doing?
Like that, with a clean finger. And this is not lukewarm, this is cold. And I'm not actually, you don't have to use yeast. This is called the salad.
Wait a minute.
Like that, with a clean finger. And this is not lukewarm, this is cold. And I'm not actually, you don't have to use yeast.
I see you're having the Greek salad.
This is called the salad, or the tiki, or the Greeky, or the Greek, or the salad, or the village people.
It's fun to stay at the wow.
This is called the salad, and the ingredients are gluten, yeast, salt, water, salt water. Kalamata
Oh, we
olives.
had to go
Now,
back there again.
This is called the salad, and the ingredients are gluten, yeast, salt, water, salt water.
We went all the way back to the beginning with the only ingredients.
Kalamata olives. Now, these olives, by the way, are olives, by the way. There are easy ways to get the pits out of olives. You can simply go pitter patter, or you can simply go smoosh, or you can simply go shoosh. But we're going to do it the traditional way and simply go oil. There are easy ways to cut the cheese. Don't do that.
Cut the cheese!
And with your final cut in 3D, you've made them into cute little cubes. This is feta cheese. Feta is a cheese. It is, but it doesn't have to be. And a sprinkling of vinegar.
I'm actually Mediterranean these salad dressings.
And there you go. And that is a Greek salad. In Greek restaurants, it is not served.
What the?
You cut through and you miss your thumb. Now, if, for instance, you were stupid, you will go into your thumb. One of the problems, of course, is
Oh
that
my god.
you're actually much more dull. I'm not. You don't have that luxury. This is the way that it is. You just don't measure up. But I forgive you for it. This is a fairly typical example of nothing. We're going to preheat the oven. Actually, we're going to preheat the oven.
What the?
Hey,
I eat the oven.
hey,
That should say I hate the oven. Oh yeah, it did.
Actually, we're going to preheat the oven.
hey,
I eat the oven.
hey, all you boys and girls and YouTubers out there.
Yes, the three genders.
I just want to tell you that,
Chef Jonathan Lonathan's
his girlfriend,
what?
me and him's dating.
No. Maybe.
Just
I just want you to please feed my
Oh, that's the
baby.
order.
I just like it when people hit my baby.
Here we have a
Shut up.
baby, which I will continue to eat. If I weren't going to eat this, I would show this to you.
People hit my baby.
Here we have a baby, which I will continue to eat. If I weren't going to eat this, I would show this to you.
And if
Sure.
you can't believe this, please believe this. That's all I'm asking.
Let's shift
I'm
Jonathan.
Alaskan.
And we'll set it for 4 degrees. Whoa, we have the wedding. Now we simply combine the two. Guerrero. It's 1 cup of miniature dirk chirps. Whoa, we have the wedding. Now we simply combine the two. Guerrero. It's 1 cup of miniature.
Wait, let's see that again.
Whoa, we have the wedding. Now we simply combine the two.
Oh, kill me.
Guerrero. It's 1 cup of miniature dirk
Ooh, I love Muppets.
chirps. And we watch the surface of the pancake until you start to see bubbles forming at the top. Not the most popular thing, therefore, no, do not want. This is Buttercup, one of the most popular things, therefore, do want. We have half a cup of Ralts, 2 cups, I hope, baker, 2 teaspoons. 1.5 cups of cinnamon. Cinnamon in particular likes to lump up. Or likes to lump up ground. Or likes to lump up, and get down. And a little bit of sauce.
Of course, sauce.
Slurp. And I'm completely baked. And getting it all over the bottom of the pan. I don't know if you can see the little swirls in the pan that indicate that it is hot. Having plants in your house is very healthy. You feed them, they feed you. Ooh.
What the?
And you want your pancakes to be done, and there you go. Oh no, it's food. Nobody has to know.
What is going on? What the hell? Oh, shut up. Lesson 2. What's a food with John?
Have you ever been in the kitchen?
Let's do it again. Who's coming to dinner? Lesson 2. What's a food with Chef?
Have you ever been in the kitchen? If yes,
Lesson 2. What's a food with Chef Lonathan?
have you ever been in the kitchen? If yes, you've witnessed failure in the kitchen. Here, take these chocolate cupcakes. I made them a few hours ago. Here, I made them for you. Take them. Now, it was a little bit of work. I want to pause here.
Continue.
Wait. Have you ever been in the kitchen when your bladder overflows on the stove? Everything is already over for you. The process is at an end, and there is no way to pee once it's done. So, all you have to do is turn on a cookbook or pull out a computer to pee. And you can whiz in the kitchen. Never mind. There are certain measuring tools you'll find in almost every kitchen. They are timers to measure time, thermometers to measure thermometers to measure and measuring containers to measure measurements. There are 3 gallons in a mile. Weight.
I'm like, no one's gonna.
This is the part where it's handy to have either an electric mixer or a little brother. Or a little mixer. Or an electric brother. You've ruined your dinner. All you have to do is pull out a cup to get a recipe.
A mammoth.
You're looking at mainly a couple of cups. Cups and measuring cups. These will measure
Cups.
A
cup, and a cup.
Cups don't work.
You're going to be serving 3 people. And so you're going to be serving 3 people. Just like a teaspoon of salt may be small, you now have a recipe for 3 people that needs to become 3 people. Right? Wrong? Well, okay. This recipe yields 4, right? Wrong. So each person gets 3, and you now have 1.5 people. 4 times 4.
What the? Get everyone?
3 plus 4 plus 8 equals 4. We need this.
Solve for X. It's I like how these YTPs don't even teach you math.
Scale up the recipe, that means by
Blorp.
12 times the easiest number. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 2. It's hard and dense like a quilt.
Yes, you.
And what's plenty? How much is plenty? I have a feeling my feet probably are. So, measurements, measuring, sugar, flour, vanilla, 1 egg, shower, and a number of other ingredients. In fact, long ago, people used their body parts. Calibrated units such as ounces, inches, pounds, inches, quarts, gallons, and in 1793, the metric system. Of course, the measuring system that uses units such as meter. Very nice. Now it's time to measure the heat. The recipe calls for 400. I'm setting it for 325.
Make me a unit.
Because I'm a fabulous chef. This is fine.
End of understanding. Okay.
300 years ago, when you were being taught how to cook, your mom or dad, your chef would look at you and he would say, correct. Then beat him up. You take a young hen and you add just the wrong sauce. Next come the honey, tablespoons, but I'm going to do them in reverse. Why? Because of reasons. Now this is great for some things like poop, because you cook the poop, then you shit right at
Time to take a shit.
the very end. You can do at the end. That's the easy part. By the way, are you putting it in a bathtub or are you putting it in a small pot? And asking for a friend. Okay, now I'm going to give you a pancake. Eat up? No way. Don't.
I would tell my parents I'm actually learning how to cook, but this is food.
Just leave them alone. Why not show off a little bit and make your own syrup? How do you do that? Spill the beans. It's easy. That just about ends our video.
Excuse me.
Let's quickly recap some of the things you've learned. Off a
what was
little
that?
bit and make your own syrup. How do you do that? Spill the beans. It's easy. That just about ends our video. Let's quickly recap some of the things you've learned.
I think
That's a lot. Listen to this.
absolutely not. Stop it with this.
Never try to cook.
Wait, what was it?
Never try to cook.
Food's biggest food show that chef's fine secretly want you to see finally revealed. Lesson 3, where the food?
Guess what we're going to be talking about. Hi, my name's Chef Lonathan, and today we're going to be discussing salads. Traditional salad, meat salad, grain salad, fruit salad, vegetable salad, pasta salad, concept salad, green salad. One thing you probably won't see is tasty salads. And as we go, we'll talk about bread, which is also food. Fruit salads may seem complicated. Take just about ½ an inch of your paring knife and take just about ½ an inch of your pear. By the way, do you know how to tell if a pear is ripe? There, it's ripe. All you do is dump it on the plate, put a dressing on it, and there you go. Really strange omelet in it. Next, we're going to make a grain salad. And this is probably the dressing on it, and there you go. Really strange
That first was the fruit salad.
omelet in it.
Moving on.
Next, we're going to make a grain salad. And this is probably the most taboo salad of the Middle East, and it's called something very vulgar. Vulgar is a crude. If if you'll excuse the word. To translate that into more acceptable terms, it's grain salad, and that is indeed what it is. And so we're going to put in a couple cups of water, and so we have the water in there, and there you go. That is a grain salad. And now we're going to take our little salad, it is. And so we're going to put in a couple cups of water, and so we have the water in there, and there you go. That is a grain salad.
David first joke.
And now we're going to take our little salad and we're going to turn this into sort of a salad. They all have a base. For instance, the base on this salad is meat. You notice that I'm based. They all have a body. The body on this salad is my body. And they all have a dressing. My beautiful dress. And also mint. And fresh mint is the best, the very best. And that's just the way that it is. There's nothing to be done about it. Don't at me. For instance, if you happen to like a spring man, I happen to disagree. Or if you're a ribbon girl stand, you're simply wrong. We're going to turn this into a fajita salad.
What even am I watching now?
So we're going to fajita salad. And it's going to go directly into this. Actually, this is not warm. This is cold. Get in the pesto.
Get in the pesto. Get in the pesto.
When you talk about pesto, you're talking about a pesto. We don't talk about pesto. No.
What could possibly be
Now
next?
we're going to make a simple balsamic vinegar. This is ice.
Yeah, that's it. What could possibly be next?
Now we're going to make a simple balsamic vinegar. This is ice. Ice is crunchy water, also called lettuce, also called head lettuce, also called headis, and it's unpleasant. This is cheese. Cheese is stored in the... I'm not going to say it. It's not the time. Never mind. This is radicchio, by the way. They're a member of the Lonathan family. You've all heard of julienne, that refers to this member of the Lonathan family. Julienne likes to call French bread Fred, which is the final member of the Lonathan family. If there's going to be too much of something, it should be relatives. They're together a lot, but they don't like each other that much. There are easy ways to prevent this. One is to take out the ribs. Presumably you have washed them beforehand. The ribs are a little bit bitter. Boom. Cucumbers are very pretty, little cubes, but they're a little bit bitter.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Gonna post the full unedited, other than my camera put in. Reaction to food. Food unlisted and will only be mentioned in my Discord server. So go join Corn. Oh, if you're wondering how to join it, go to my channel, click my More tab, and click right here. This is an invite to my Discord group. Anyway, back to food.
Actually, I don't care. Anyway, with a hot pepper like a jalapeno, don't you dare use your bare hands because that chemical will get jalapeno fingernails and it will really hurt. Hot. And flouring the surface of your hands will do the same thing. And after about an hour and a half, when you wash your hands, you don't have to use water. And the flour already has a lot of water in it. Make sure that every possibility of cross-contamination has been eliminated. And then I'm going to make sure that every possibility of cross-contamination has been eliminated. And then I'm going to very carefully make sure that every eliminate has been eliminated. And then I'm going to carefully sing happy birthday to myself. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Chef Jonathan. Happy birthday to myself. And this is not necessary. Look, my little babies.
I like, wait, what is
Day to me. Happy birthday, dear Chef Jonathan. Happy birthday to myself. And this is not necessary. Look.
Alright, what's the noise? Or should I just flash? Or what are we doing?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
This is not necessary.
Oh, missed it. Something food. Oh, I see the food now.
Look, my little babies. This is one of them. This is another. Don't just go and take a bite out of them unless you want to.
I'm hungry.
Yum. This is my whole. It's made for meat. Yuck. And you can vary it depending on your tolerance for men. Yummy, wummy in my tummy. Get your tasting spoon, not this. Or, now if you're doing this with plain yogurt, you can get a very nice plain yogurt, and then we're going to flavor it with some ancient grease. Aw, isn't that cute? But it's wrong. Flavor it with some ancient grease. Aw, isn't that cute? But it's wrong.
The food ventures, the food did bear food, did food. It's funny. Listen for into food.
I'm Chef Lonathan, and I'm here to eat your breakfast. Nom, nom, nom. Nutritionists will tell you that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I'm here to tell you that actually breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You're supposed to eat a king at breakfast, duke at lunch, and a supper at dinner time. The only foods: cornflakes and bacon and eggs, quesadillas, soybeans, cheese beans, latkes, quesadillas, muffins, meat. Leftover meat is beautiful for breakfast. Potato, beans, oat beans, spanakopita. Spanakopita, just like the shores of the Spanakopita Sea. Instant quiches, and remember, don't bite quiches. Granola bars, smoothies, breakfast, fresh fruits. All of them will get you off.
The forbidden breakfast.
All right, I confess, I'm using a pancake. So here, I've got it made. So I've made a pancake, and then right next to that, we have this amazing contraption called a waffle. And I am going to put, what you normally do in a waffle iron is you put, but the idea is you don't put.
Whoops, you have to put.
And I will admit, I did put a little, and I'm putting my bacon with it, and I'm putting my pudding with it, and I'm baking my bacon with it. One of the easiest breakfasts in the world to make is a simple scrambled egg. Now, the important thing to remember about scrambled eggs is that not only is it scrambled eggs, it's eggs. Now, the important thing to remember about scrambled eggs is that not only is it scrambled eggs, it's banana, obviously. You don't want to cook them, and the reason is that they taste terrible. Even scrambled eggs don't have to be served. You can buy a really fancy breakfast, or make a sandwich rather than eggs, or make a bread toast that says, "I am a handmade, made." We're going to make two simultaneous omelets in two, or make a sandwich rather than eggs, or make a Reddit post that says, "I am a handmade, made."
Omelet meat shit.
We're going to make two simultaneous omelets in two simultaneous styles. One cool omelet, one not so cool. Cooked until it's cooked. In it goes. Around and 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 around. And I'm moving the spatula around. I'm also moving.
It's an omelette, do it again.
In it goes. Around and 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 around.
Let's do that again.
And I'm moving the spatula around. I'm also moving the pan around. So at this point, I'm going to pan around. I am going to use a nylon spatula. You can see through it here in the corner.
Please increase the opacity.
Here, it's no longer transparent anymore.
Thanks.
Fried egg.
That's right.
Here in the corner.
Please increase the opacity.
Here, it's no longer transparent anymore.
Thanks.
Frags.
Fried eggs may seem like the easiest thing in the world to make wrong. And by the way, should you ever need to make something like a hollandaise sauce? No, you shouldn't have to make something like a hollandaise sauce with 4 eggs beaten. 4 eggs will give you about 8 eggs beaten. It'll feed a couple of hundred people or a family of 4, 3 or 4. If you're using egg and then with your top 2 fingers and your bottom, you pull in opposite directions like that. If you mess it up and you get shell in your frying pan, I'll give you a lecture about it. Oh, look at that. Didn't you make a mess? Oof, you have messed up.
Yeah,
The glorious mess is not what we are looking for here. What we're looking for is food. If you're feeling very risky and you really want it to hurt, you can use your frying pan as a frying pan. And we'll start out over a low to add a little bit. Next is milk, and I'm going to get rid of this because it's going to fall all over the place. The less milk, the better off you are. You don't want it to because you'll regret it. No regrets. I'm feeling kind of burrito-ish.
Let's see it again.
The less milk, the better off you are. You don't want it to because you'll regret it. No regrets.
Additional food.
I'm feeling kind of burrito-ish. Oh no. Nice orange cat.
How much additional food do we get? It was it?
Nice orange cat. And then, and are we ready? No, we're not ready. Because I know my mom is going to be calling me on the phone today. Yellow.
Hey, sweetie, how's cooking?
You hear that? She's smoking already. Hi, I'm Chef Jonathan Lonathan, and today I hereby declare is National Chef Jonathan Lonathan Day. Now, most days are National Chef Jonathan Lonathan Day. Today, however, we're going.
Next is my food.
Flour has gluten in it. Gluten is sticky. Therefore, flour has sticky in it. 12 muffin tin, 4 rows of 3 or 3 rows of 3, depending on if you know how to count it. That way you get a bloop. Bloop is a technical kitchen term. It means lots of muffins. And you can add a little bit of pepper and a little bit of pepper as well. That way you get a bloop. Bloop is a technical muffin term. It means lots and lots of muffins. Muffins are quick, so once again, just like last time, we are using balsamic vinegar. That way you won't get little blue trails all over your muffin.
But just like last time, we're using balsamic vinegar.
Blue is technically a kitchen term. It means lots and lots and lots of muffins.
Oh man, you ever gonna run out of muffins?
No, look at that, nice and fluffy your muffins. Blue is technically a kitchen term. It means lots and lots and lots of muffins.
Oh man, you ever gonna run out of muffins?
No.
No, muffin. Oh man, you ever gonna run out of muffins? No.
Look at that, nice and fluffy and kinky, just like it's supposed to be. Big muffin. Big muffin. In which you're allowed to have a little bit. We will do that by eating. Just go and take a bite out of them using your teeth. Really, it's much better. You take a tooth and you put it right down in the thickest part of the muffin, and there you have it. Now, if you don't happen to like muffins, you can simply muffin tea.
What's muffin?
When you come out of your sleep, you want to stay in bed. You're tired. You don't want to go anywhere.
True, Dad.
Now, I'm here to tell you that you need to get up and do things. Just do it. Hurry up and go to work. Okay? Now,
Wait, what was it?
that you need to get up and do things. Just do it. Hurry up and go to work. Okay? Now,
The foodulation of food. Lesson 5, why to food.
did you know that last year 5,000 people died from a foodborne illness? Wow. Way to prevent foodborne illness. Everyone. Did you know that 4 Americans will become born this year? And that last year in this country died? I'm Chef Jonathan Lonathan. Here I am. And today we're going to be talking about why to food. And I'm also going to be talking about why foods. Particularly why foods died. I'm Chef Jonathan Lonathan. Here I am. And today we're going to be talking about why to food.
Why to food?
And I'm also going to be talking about why foods. Particularly why foods which are in One Punch Man. Actually, never mind. We're going to be talking about superfoods. Foods which continue this process called superheating.
Fresh avocado.
Avocados are virtually the only fruit, extremely virtually. In England, it's called the guacacado, and it also is high in fiber. And it also is high in fiber. It stimulates diseases, may improve cancers, may reduce memory, intelligence, and coordination.
Onions.
The onion. In England, it's called the source of tears and jeers and joy. It contains calcium, potassium, vitamin C. They help produce cells, especially during periods of rapid growth. In addition to just eating it, you can make chili spaghetti taste a little richer. Next comes in the sky. In England, it's called the alligator. They're high in fiber, they're high in a variety of antioxidants, and if you prepare them right, they actually toxify the body. They help produce cells, especially during periods of rapid growth. They have been cultivated for over 9,000 years.
Black beans.
Black beans are one of the coolest foods all throughout the Caribbean. You can use them to perk up. Wonderful. Sweet.
Butternut squash.
Butternut squash. Yes, please. They help protect against colon, breast, and other organs. Popeye's creator wanted you to eat Popeye's. Did you know that Popeye's food contains mono? You've all been told this. Don't buy breast and other organs. Popeye's creator wanted you to eat Popeye's. Did you know that Popeye's food contains mono? You've all been told this. Don't buy it. Did you know that Alexander the Great ordered his troops to eat themselves because he knew that they contain Alexander the Great nutrients? Holy moly. Can't elope. I love blueberries so much I wrote a holy moly.
Can't elope. Okay.
Can't elope.
What's elope? Blueberries.
I love blueberries so much I wrote a poem about them. Blueberries, snarf, snarf, snarf. Cold blueberries in one ordinary scarf. Over that frozen harbor, blueberries falling from the sky. Kill blueberries. You can make sure they all die.
What the?
Blueberries contain copper, magnesium, phosphorus, and potassium, and they're rich in potassium, and they're rich in Blueberries provide more ants than any other vegetable. Other foods that are related to blueberries include blackberries, green berries, brown berries, strawberries, and purple berries, and the list goes on and on and on.
Salmon! Salmon!
Whoa, so random.
The blueberries include blackberries, green berries, brown berries, strawberries, and purple berries, and the list goes on and on and on.
Salmon!
Did you know that a 2-pound...
Is that salmon?
Blackberries, green berries, brown berries, strawberries, and purple berries, and the list goes on and on and on.
Salmon!
And by the way, did you know that a 2-pound and a 40-pound salmon have exactly the same weight?
What do you mean?
Why do I find
They're both salmon. 40 pounds.
It's heavier than 2
pounds. I know, but both of those are salmon.
What? Food safety.
Now here's the problem, teens. You've all smelled things that have,
Let's eat
but
again.
both of those are salmon.
Food safety is problem one, I think. Oh, speaking of, I'm hungry. Speaking of, where's my food? It ain't ready yet, but I'm just gonna put this right here so I don't consume my friends.
Now here's the problem, teens. You've all smelled things that have come in contact with teens. They can be a problem. Not because they are smelly, but because they are dangerous in and of themselves. Believe it or not, they are. They are extreme. And most of the problems that you've heard of have...
What is... teens, why are they born? That's all the question. Teenagers. What the?
come from teens. Practically every bad thing that can happen to you. So, we'll show you what to do. Walk away. Believe it or not, that is a solution.
Food safety problem.
Now here's another problem. Sauce contamination, where
look for the 8 examples of contamination of almonds in there.
someone will touch raw beef, and they'll touch something else after they've touched raw beef, and raw beef will get sick from it. Robert Dew is dirty and often has a few diseases. So just know that and beware of because micro may lie.
Michael Lonathan. Why are you so important? He isn't stop basketball. He's dangerous. The food in we better off of. Should probably. He is written so go to. I'm
going to get something out of the refrigerator right now. Let's pretend there's a refrigerator here. Pardon my elbows. Now here's another problem.
Dad says first round.
Round one, okay.
Okay, I got food. Food appropriate for when I'm watching food.
Probably. Bok. I'm just a little chicken. Here is the chicken. It is a frickin' chicken. Now here's another problem. Probably. Bok. I'm just a little chicken. Here is the chicken. It is a frickin' chicken. And you don't even know. And the mantra in restaurants for cleaning stuff up is wash. You need to wash. You don't necessarily have to start washing the dishes. Most moms will do that for you. When you're cleaning a work surface, particularly if it's a work surface, the sanitizing step is not really necessary. No, stop it. You're going to kill my cute little bacteria friends.
You've killed me!
Oh no, what have I done? Is this a little bit better? Years ago we were hearing stories about how people lived to the ripe old age of 17 by eating nothing. The reason is that food is bad. Bad is not good. Here are some ways to fight food. First, avoid foods, particularly if it's plain yogurt. Be scared of plain yogurt. Eggs. Eggs are another thing that can cause food. Just don't, okay? It can happen in the oven. It can happen in your refrigerator. This also can happen in a grocery store. If something's growing, throw hands. You don't have to kill them, but you do need in the oven. It can happen in your refrigerator. This also can happen in a grocery store. If something's growing, throw. Hands. You don't have to kill them, but you do need to have the food into the garbage can. And sploop it on out. Sploop is a kitchenical term. It means some kind of meat or fish or beet or fish or meat or beet.
What the hell? Not job 3. Food.
Hi, my name is Paul and I'm a chef and I'm going to show you cake decorating. And if you like this demonstration today, you can exchange tips over here on the Ko-fi. And I'm going to start with this star tip. Plop, plop, plop. There we have it. Your creativity and your artistic. This is a plastic bag that's specifically designed for cake decorating. Just take the icing and put it in the bag and close your bag around it, and then just take the icing and put it outside of the bag. Another thing that's important is not to fill the bag. Squeeze it out in case there's any icing in the bag. There we have it. That's just a very basic iced cake. I put it on a turntable. This is sort of an optional piece of equipment. So we can listen 2-layer cake at about 11 o'clock. This is pretty smooth. It's really cool. I like that. I usually work on the back of the sheet pan here. If it's 12 o'clock, you can sing. Then we'll do a rosette. Then we'll make a little rosette. You could use a plane to do this, but ring around the rosette, a pocket full of something. I don't know. Now we're going to do the portion. So now you can see where the portions are, and then squeeze some of those on the outside. And we're going to use that to coat the side of the cake. It's important that you don't get too turned. And then slow. And there's a simple flower or a plain. This isn't a cake, this is a carrot.
Beautiful carrot. And it was a little carrot, kind of a little carrot. I was just noticing, I was wondering what he's going to do with that carrot. Nice carrot up there, just laid out. Man, so what?
Back off. Some folks make sure that it's nice and straight. Screw that. We're going to straight up leave. Okay. I'll just split. I usually do the sauce. And again, don't pick up the spatula. Some people call these spuds and they're actually not, but they look pretty. And you don't want to be picking up the cake. And that's messed up, and that's not what you're looking for. And when you do stem, it's important that you make sure that you don't actually go to space because there's not enough air. And then I'll just write happy birthday in green. Happy birthday, bestie, whatever. I'm just a first little flower that you can water, but you might want to use pea, pull it down, and pea just out like so. You certainly don't want it too warm. That's just too far. Please stop. And there you have it. Quickly decorated cake. For me, you don't need to have this because sometimes you'll end up with a bunch of cake. Same.
Stop throwing them.
The reviews are in. The critics love Nanny.
Really? What did they say?
The LA Times says Nanny that steals the show. The Washington Post says it's infectiously giddy. Watch already, says People magazine.
Look at this. Ground chuck, $2.87 a pound. Well, you can't read reviews.
You'll love Nanny the 2 after Hearts of Fire Wednesday.
I'm Chef Jonathan Lonathan, and welcome to Food Incorporated. Here we're developing the television adaptation of It's a Wonderful Knife. Wow, that is a sharp knife.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chef Jonathan Lonathan, and today we're going to take a quick look at knives and knives. Now this is a jelly donut. Remember this jelly donut because you can never go back. This is a Chinese face cleaver, where you stand out in the middle of the dining room and you shave the line of people, 250 people long because it's Mother's Day. The thing I like about cleavers is you can also kind of use them. The longer I use it, the more I find I'm using it. Let's take a zucchini. A zucchini is a great thing to use, and this one is bad. This is the only dangerous zucchini. A zucchini that's going to put you in danger, and you can't really tell.
And if you made it this far, make sure to subscribe, but only if you're actually enjoying this video. I mean it. Jeez.
So this is not something you would use, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to stick it in the microwave and hit the reset button, and there you go.
It's gone. And
If your hand has flinders, good. If your hand has fingers, then do this. And note that I say do this. Do this. This carve your knuckles so that these are no longer fingers. Then do this. And note that I say do this. Do this. This carve your knuckles so that these are no longer fingers. The knuckle actually touches the blade of the knife as it goes up and down. Notice how the hand is moving out of the way? You don't want that. Really, 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 you don't want that. What you want is from the palm of your hand, all by itself. Rather than doing it beforehand, do it afterhand, but learn how to do it properly without poking or slicing or cutting.
Cursed image. Jonathan Lonathan with a knife. Alright, got some crisps.
Let's eat. Let's keep talking about food.
Don't. Just don't. And it's pretty easy for a nice knife to cut by themselves. Truly, truly amazing. But you do have to be nice to it and say, please. All knives have fingers, but we don't need to talk about that right now. This is a microwave. It's got numbers on the front. You use those. It's got heat in the middle. And that's because it does have a lot of built-in cooks. You never turn it on. The microwaves are going to be bouncing around in there. It's not like preheating an oven. It doesn't work. You need to understand that because this is a unique form of microwave, it doesn't work. You might as well not have it. They only cost 5 cents. Throw it away and get another one.
Remember,
Am I still in the refrigerator? No. No. And in restaurants, the rule is that every cook washes his or her own teeth. Everyone in restaurants, you need to wash those teeny, tiny bones every 6 months or so. That's true no matter what. Okay? Believe me? Well, if you don't, square up, slick. Cheese. What's going to happen? The cheese is going to absorb my energy. Hi, my name's half a grilled cheese sandwich. Cool. When you put in a cup of water for a cup of water for a cup of tea for a couple of minutes, and you program it for too long, if you heat this, what happens is that all of a sudden it's steaming and it's hot and it's ready, and you may not know this. I would like to show you one of the common mistakes when it comes to tea.
Okay, I'm so excited to show you my new favorite tea.
Shut up.
I had it today. Okay, wait. Hold on. It was so good. I went back and I was like, I had it already. I'm from Texas, y'all. Anyways, tea is so good. You just... Oh my god, I choked on something!
You don't want to be like this guy. Really, 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 you don't. And you may laugh, but this actually has happened. Okay? If you don't, believe me, burn yourself on a hot pan. Hi, I'm Chef Jonathan Lonathan, and today we are talking in all directions at once. Very simple. If you're cooking raw broccoli, and I have a little bit of broccoli, I'm going to program it for 60 seconds. Oh no! I hit the reset button by mistake.
It's gone.
Well, this is a sharpening steel. It doesn't actually sharpen. It don't do anything. It may seem to you that you know how to cut bread. Okay, you do. Sharpening of knives could be a whole video in itself. I hate to do this, but it's time to learn how to make steak in microwaves. Sorry. Itself. I hate to do this, that you know how to cut bread. Okay, you do.
Sharpening knives.
Sharpening of knives could be a whole video in itself. I hate to do this, but it's time to learn how to make steak in microwaves. Sorry. Please don't be scared. Everything is normal.
Why is it so big?
What we're doing here is we're cooking more or less because you don't start out with anything. You have to make your food every 15 minutes for the rest of your life.
Where it's at.
2 turntables and a microphone.
That's where it's at.
I got 2 turntables and a microphone.
Suspect is get to my bedroom.
Stop. Put it back in the muffin tin. Now. Excuse me.
Because the sky is high, it may
Stop. Put it back in the muffin tin. Now. Excuse me.
Because the sky is high, it makes my mind. Because the world is blue. She means a lot more to me, cause he's a faker. So see ya later. And I don't wanna disappoint my boyfriend. When you see my face, hope it treats you well, hope it treats you well. When you walk my way, hope it gives you treats, hope it gives you treats. If you find a fool, that's just a man that gives you well. Oh well.
The only thing we have to food is food itself. There, I said it. The only thing we have to food is food itself. There, I said it. And thanks for watching.
Well, I guess that's it for today.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.